Okay, we're back with the Let's Play. Pidgey has just won the fight and is now at level 7. Sorry I had to cut partway through a fight, I don't like doing that. But I wasn't paying attention to the time and it got the better of me. But we may as well finish Sprout Tower while we're here. Let's keep battling, let's see if Pidgey can get a little bit more. Now what I did say is I would save at the end of every video. So I will be saving straight after this battle. And the reason I said I would save at the end of every video is because with me playing this emulation, it can always glitch. And if it glitches, I can't continue and I want to be able to go back to a previous save and I'd only lose the video I'm currently recording. So I will make sure to save straight after this fight. Yeah, I never really understood how they justified the Pokemon universe being so based around Pokemon. It doesn't make sense. It would be fine if it was Pokemon was, you know, relatively commonplace. It's something that almost everyone has, yeah? But it doesn't need to be everything. And also there doesn't seem to be any laws or any regulations about Pokemon as well, which is a bit weird. You'd expect it to be something that, you know, an RSPCA equivalent. But there doesn't seem to be that. And Team Rocket makes no sense either. Right. Team Rocket use Pokemon for evil, basically. Which is stupid because no one thinks they're evil. I mean, Team Rocket actually act as though they think they are evil and are happy about that. But no one thinks they're evil, not really. I mean, even Hitler thought he was right. Hitler didn't wake up in the morning and go, I'm evil and shall do evil things. No, he woke up in the morning thinking everything he was doing was right and just. So Team Rocket is just so camp because of that. It comes across as cheesy. You know, they could be cruel, but evil, no. So, yeah, I don't get what they're trying to achieve there. Yeah, this is where it starts getting interesting, actually, because I'll move that so you can actually see. We're now actually attacking things at equivalent levels, so I'm going to change Pokemon here. I'll send out Torchic simply because I want to send out something that can kill this Bellsprout off quickly. Then I'll switch to, I think Spearow, I'm not sure. For the next one. So I'll switch to something with a flying move that can take them out relatively quickly. Yes, Ember. Burn. Burn, bitch. Burn. Mwahaha. I will be allowing things to evolve naturally for at least their first stage, but I will probably stop them evolving into their second stage, at least for a few levels. I don't want anything evolving into the second stage until at least level 50, because that way they learn their abilities faster. So things like Pidgeot you won't be seeing anywhere near as soon, but Pidgeotto you will. Unless I get bored and just let them evolve. Ow. Heartburn. I always get heartburn. Yeah. I wonder, does Piplup actually have a flying move? I think it's just Pound, isn't it? Yeah, just Pound. So we'll switch in Spearow for the first one. College is stressful, to say the least. I have an incredible amount of work to do. I had mitigation issues due to health and finances and a multitude of other stuff that you really don't need to hear about. And it effectively meant that I was ridiculously behind in my work, but I've been given extensions but have so much work that I've basically done all-nighters for the past week and a half and still haven't finished. I've barely slept for over a week. The main reason I'm doing this Let's Play is to blow off steam. And also because it's given me an excuse to actually start a Let's Play channel. It's something I've wanted to do for months. But I wanted to do it with platforming games, because they're my favourite. But I tried, and I had like 3 videos for a platformer. But every time I tried to record it, I would try and do the voiceover, and I'd make stupid mistakes, and it looked so amateurish. So I ended up quitting on that one. I will go back to platform games because they are my favourite. There'll probably be more platform games than any other genre, but unfortunately, I can't do them to start with. When I get more used to talking along with the games like I am now, I reckon I'll be able to move on to platform games quite easily. Because I think the best way of doing Let's Plays is to have the voice happen as you play. It's much more natural. If I was doing a review, maybe not, but it is much more natural when you're actually physically playing the game. Vine Whip's going to really hurt people up. I didn't realise that it was going to be ridiculously effective. Yes, move, you silly little bitch. Pidgey, come to our aid. I really should not have put that poor little bird out there in front of a plant. That was daft. It's what is known in the business as a fuck up. Yeah. I'm hoping actually once I've got the Pokemon one done to move on to something a little bit less turn-based, but sticking with the whole RPG adventure kind of thing. The one that I was hoping to do next was Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, because I am one of the vast amount of people who picked Sega over Nintendo here in Europe. Now, in America, Nintendo was king. There was no way you could even compete with Nintendo. But here in Europe, Sega was the king. So I didn't play a lot of the old classic Nintendo games. I played all the Mario and the Donkey Kong, but I didn't play Mega Man until very, very recently. And I have never played a Legend of Zelda game. Never, not once. So that's going to be my next one, is the Link to the Past. I would have done the original, but I don't think it would help going back to the original now. I reckon that it would come across so bad in my eyes, simply because it's the original. It will not hold up. Not really. I mean, there's bound to be people out there now that are writing in the comments, oh, the original Legend of Zelda is one of the greatest games ever made, you would love it. Regardless, it's still one of the greatest games. Is it fucking bollocks? It's going to be dated, it's going to be hard to figure out, it's going to be grindtastic, it's going to have really fiddly controls and fiddly systems, the hit detection will be off. And the reason I know this is because it's an old NES game and it's the pioneer of its type. The same way as the original Super Mario Brothers is fucking shit as well, because it was one of the first of its type and it just didn't work. Now, Super Mario Brothers 3, fantastic game, but Super Mario Brothers, they were still learning. It's the same with the original Sonic. That was a lot. People always jump on the pioneers and claim that they're the best. Something that I've always wondered about is why people are so connected to nostalgia. I mean, yeah, sure, I play games now and then which I look back and think they were great games back in the day. I love some of the old classics. I mean, the original Sonic the Hedgehog is a fantastic game, and I still play it now. If I feel like I want a bit of Sonic, I'll put in, the original Sonic the Hedgehog. I thoroughly love it. But you know what? It really wasn't that good when you think about it. The first level, Green Hill, fantastic level. Right? Did everything right. But after that, it all kind of went downhill. Marble Zone was too slow and a little bit glitchy. Springyard Zone had, quite frankly, some really cheap shots in it, and you were so easily crushed by the moving platforms. Then you had the Labyrinth, which, oh my god, that was one of the most infuriating and scary levels ever. If anyone was ever a kid playing Sonic, they remember the drowning music from Sonic. Wow. Then it finally picks up again with Starlight Zone, the first really decent zone since the first. And Scrap Brain Zone, which felt a bit too long, a bit too fiddly, but it was the final zone, so I can understand it. It's one of those that it was an experiment, really. It worked, sort of. But yeah. If you look at Sonic 2, though, perfect example of doing everything so much better. Every single level had much more speed to it. It flowed better. All the boss fights actually felt as though you could potentially lose in some of them, although the early ones were ridiculously easy. The last boss to Sonic 2, it makes the last boss to Sonic 1 look ridiculous by comparison. But yeah, we can talk about Sonic when I actually get round to playing them. The Sonic games are ones I'm probably not going to do for a good long while. I don't want to be one of those people that Let's Plays games that have been Let's Played to death. So I'm going to avoid doing games that other people have already done. That doesn't mean I'm not going to do them. I mean, I thoroughly intend to do one of the Donkey Kong games at some point, because I love those games. I will probably do a Mario game, but if I do, I will likely do one of the Game Boy Mario games, because they're rarely done. That kind of thing. The main reason I'm doing Pokemon is because it's one that takes a lot of time. Let's switch again. Let's send out Spearow. It's one that takes a lot of time. It's one that can be done very differently every time you play it. I mean, very few people, if they ever do it, are going to do it where they're concentrating on the birds in the game. So I think I've got a certain style that other people won't have. I doubt that people will go, let's play the new Soul Silver game, but let's only use birds. It's going to come across as a bit odd. I'm actually going to go defensive with this and lower the attack of Hoot Hoot over and over. Because then I can take Spearow out in a bit and attack with another Pokemon, probably Piplup or something like that. I should take a lot less damage. Yeah. Oh, also, to be fair, this is a game that you cannot find a Let's Play for. Not the English version, anyway. Oh, bloody hell, I've only got a minute left and you send the fucker to sleep, you bastard. I was hoping that this would finish quite nicely at the right time. And you bastard, you had to send him to sleep. This means I'm probably going to have to... Yes, I'm going to have to stop it at this point. You twats. Right, I'll be back with a very short episode now. I will see you in a bit. I'll be stopping now.